All right, good morning, Dr. Games. How's it going?
I'm doing all right. You know, it's early morning, but thank you for meeting with me
Of
uh,
course.
on the internet to take care of my problem.
What's going on?
So I'm training for my second marathon right now, and I've had to stop training because I've got some pain and tingling down my right leg.
Right leg, okay. When did this start?
It started about 3 months ago. I've been training for my marathon for about 6 months now. And 3 months ago, I started to notice some pain and tingling down my right leg, and it was mostly when I started. It was mostly when I ran hills, um, and it started as kind of this dull pain, but it's gotten way worse.
So when you say like it was dull pain and way worse, what is it now, would you say? Like
Um,
sharp, just strictly like neurological? Do you feel like you're getting
I mean, I
um
think right now, most of my pain is if I had, most of my pain is in my rear end, my butt right. I do get some tingles down to the back of my knee, and I've really, what my big problem is, I've had to stop running, and then only running 6 days a week to only swimming 3 days a week, and it's bothering me to sit down. So
okay. Have you, I guess with the swimming, is that painful as well, or it takes longer? Is it pain free? What are you like?
not pain free. It allows me to get my exercise in, but I wouldn't say it's pain free. It still hurts. It's
Hmm.
still that dull, achy pain. It's more like it was 3 months ago when it started than it is when I try to run. When I
Okay. Um, all right. So you said that your pain is mostly in your rear end area and will go down to the back knee. Um, do you have any pain anywhere else?
I get some pain in my low back, but I don't. It's right on my right leg.
Okay.
It's mostly just down my thigh and the back of my thigh.
Okay. Have you experienced anything like this before?
No, I mean the only things you know, I when I was for marathons, I've had two stress fractures in my shin bones, and I was in time, but nothing like this before. No,
Okay. Were you having to be spine boarded to go to the hospital and be seen by a physician?
no, I got hit from behind, and it was so I kind of had some with the physical therapy for that, but that was 5 or 6 years ago.
And you have ran, it sounds like you ran at multiple. How many have you ran so far?
I'm training for my second. It's only 4 months away, so I'm kind of eager to get back.
Okay. And then have you been taking any medication? What have you been doing to help ease
So,
or
I mean, I guess yes, I do take medication. I've been trying to take either ibuprofen or Tylenol when the pain gets really bad. If I have a really hard, if I have a really hard session, like when I switch up my strokes and I do want to do more than just style, and it's a hard session. If it gets really bad, I don't like to take medication.
Mhm.
And then I've been doing it to get through the workday, my job. So it hurts when I sit for a long time. You know, I initially, when it started, tried to do the whole rice thing, rest and ice, and then I did some stretching. I didn't very well. I don't know, a month or so, and it started to get better, and so I stopped doing it. And once I started exercising again.
Okay. Let's see. And then another question I have for you is, um, have you, I guess, like, what stretches have you like doing? What were you doing in that case that was helping? Like,
I was
in,
just doing normal. I got on the internet and I was doing like the hamstring stretches where you touch your toes I was doing something like the thing where you lay on your back and you cross thing, like where
Okay.
you like lay your leg over and you do that. I don't know what that's called, but
Okay.
I saw it on Runner's World one time for people who have pain in their butt.
um, I'm trying to think if there is a questionnaire that I have right here. Since we're over the internet for you to, I wasn't sure what I was going to be getting with you. So I have a questionnaire here, and I'm really quick, and tell me yes or no if it applies to you.
Okay.
Um, have obviously I know I asked you, but have you had surgery to this area before?
No, I've never had surgery any part of my body.
Pain intensity, I can tolerate the pain I have without having to use painkillers. The pain is bad, but I managed without taking complete relief, moderate, very little, or have.
Like painkillers like my Tylenol and stuff.
I would by that, yes.
Okay, then the second one where I can manage it when I use my Tylenol.
Okay. Personal care, I can myself normally without causing extra pain. Causes extra pain. It is painful to look after myself, and I am so careful. I need some help, but personal care, I need help every day, or I do not get dressed and walk. It's difficult to stay in bed.
I would say I'm somewhere between the second one. I guess if I had to, I would say the first one because I don't necessarily. I'm able to do everything I need to do.
Yeah.
So, most it hurts when is I'm at work and I sit all the time. If I can get ready in the morning and stuff, no problem.
Mm-hmm. At work, like, I don't know, what do you do? If you don't mind me
Oh,
asking.
so I'm an administrative assistant. So I'm an administrative assistant for a high school here in town. So I sit most of the day and I take phone calls and all of those things. So it's really hard for me to get up and leave my desk. But what I know is after an hour or so of sitting, even sometimes a little shorter, the pain come up and I have to walk around, and it's really bad. But when I move around a little bit, it feels.
That glute area when you stand up and a little bit of the low back.
What do you mean, my glute?
Your butt.
Yeah, it's right in my butt. Most of that the pain, like when I stand up after I've been sitting, it's almost like a stab in all my butt.
Mm-hmm.
But then it kind of like there's like a time where it's like a movement and it hurts. But then as I move around, it gets a little bit better.
Okay. Continue with this questionnaire. Lifting, I can lift heavy weights without extra pain. I can lift heavy weights, but it gives extra. Pain prevents me from lifting heavy weights off the floor, but I can manage if there are conveniently positioned, for example, on a table. Prevents me from lifting heavy weights, but I can manage light to medium if they are conveniently positioned. I can only lift on very light weights, or I cannot lift or carry anything at all.
I would say the first one. I'm fine lifting stuff up.
Okay. Pain does not prevent me walking any distance, me walking more than 1 mile. Pain prevents me walking more than 0.5 miles. Pain prevents me from walking 0.25 miles. I can only walk using a stick or crutches, or I am in bed most of the time and have to crawl to the toilet.
Walking's fine, so I'm okay with that. So the first one.
Okay. Sitting, I can sit in any chair as long as I like. I can only sit in my favorite chair. Pain prevents me sitting more than an hour. Pain prevents me from sitting more than 10 minutes. Pain prevents me from sitting out.
The third one, so the hour. The hour is about as long as I can sit before I have to get up.
Okay. Standing. I stand as long as I want without extra pain. I can stand as long as I want, but it gives me extra pain. Pain prevents me from standing more than an hour, standing more than 30 minutes. Pain prevents me from standing more than 10 minutes. Pain prevents standing at all.
The second one.
Sleeping. Pain does not prevent me from sleeping well. I can sleep when I take tablets. I sleep less than 6 hours.
I mean, I can sleep, but I had to change how I slept. Like, I usually like to sleep kind of on my side, kind of like the fetal position with my knees up near my chest. It hurts when I sit like that for a while, or like that for a while. I mean, I don't use sleeping pills or anything to help zero or whatever the first one was. But I'm not sleeping as well as I used to,
Hmm.
right? So,
What have you found as a position that you find yourself waking up in? Like, do you find yourself, and you know, you said you're usually on your side. Do you find yourself now more on your back or on your stomach or
um,
straight
if
legs?
I remember how I wake up, usually more on my back um, than anything else. I always I just my natural position is to sleep on my left side. Um, and then I tried, I read on the internet somewhere if you put a pillow between your legs, it helps. But for me, I found that it helps if I sleep more with my legs straighter, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So the pillow didn't know. I think I start on my side and I roll over my back. So I roll because I can't fall asleep because that's not how I sleep. So I roll back over to the other side, and so I find myself waking up on my back, but I think that's not.
Okay. Okay. Next one's a little intimate. For
Okay.
your no extra pain. It is normal but causes extra pain. Um, it is nearly normal but very painful. Severely restricts my and nearly absent because of pain or prevents my sex life at all.
Um, I think I haven't been affecting my sex life at all.
Okay.
Maybe sometimes when I'm sore, like when I'm sore training, it may affect it a little bit, like down on the right side of my butt. Um, but overall, no, it's not affecting it.
Okay, good. Social life. Social life is normal and gives no extra pain. My life is normal but increases the degree of pain. Pain has no significant effect on my social life apart from limiting energetic entrancing. Pain has restricted my social life and I do not go out as often. Pain has restricted my social life to no social life because of pain.
I think it's that third one because the pain. I guess the pain has stopped me from train with a running club, and so I don't get to go out and do the things that I like to do with my running club.
Hmm.
Obviously, they're all training for a marathon, so they have to run a certain number of mileage. But I can't be with them. So that's frustrating for me.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so I don't know. I think that's the third category where we're talking about dancing and stuff.
Yeah. I can travel anywhere without extra pain. I can travel there, but it gives me extra pain. Pain's bad, but I manage journeys over 2 hours. Pain restricts me to journeys of less than an hour. Pain restricts me to short, necessary journeys under 30 minutes. Pain prevents me from traveling except to the doctor or hospital.
The second one anywhere, I just like if I'm driving to somewhere to break sometimes and get out and walk around.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll get that scored up and I can email them once I get those results in.
Okay.
But I mean, based off of what I'm hearing and sounds, I have an idea of what it is, but if I can have you move around for me, um,
Sure.
and not, I don't need like a whole like gym or anything, just a little area. I'm gonna have you stand up and just move around a little bit and reach down and try to touch your toes.
How do you want me to stand? Like
Um,
this?
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
How's that?
I feel that more in my hamstrings and my calf.
Okay. Stretch, neurologicalness, tingling, burning.
No, not
Okay.
really.
Okay, and then we're going to side bend. Doesn't matter which side, just have your side bend. How's that?
That's okay. I feel the tightness in my back, but no, nothing down. No.
Okay, and then the next one I'm gonna have you is extend back, where you're just gonna lean back but hinge at your hips and try not to. Yep,
Fine.
that's fine. Okay, good. Now I'm gonna have you stand on one leg and lift your other leg with a knee up. Is that?
Which one do you want me to stand on first?
Let's stand on
Because
your
all my pain's on my right side. Do you want me to stand on my left side or my right side?
let's start with standing on your right side.
So,
Stand on your right leg and yep, bring
like
your hip.
this.
Yep. Okay, down. And we'll do the same thing, but now on your left leg.
Okay.
Okay, good. Do you have any weird feeling with those?
Um, when I bent my right leg, a tightness in my butt,